Folks, hello and welcome to the stream. I'm a few minutes early. Sit back, relax, enjoy yourself for a few minutes. Gonna be sending out a link to the stream, and we will be getting started shortly. Excited to be here with you tonight. Looking forward to it. Welcome, folks. Dobies, welcome back. Good to see you again. Ghost King, Thomas, Bedlam, Warner, Dragon Goblin Nikki. I saw your news. I'm very glad to hear it. Keep fighting and hang in there. You're going to make it and do this. So, if you ever need a place to hang out, too, I got a ton of videos sitting out there, and then we're live. Don't know whether or not you'd be able to join us, but we're always happy to have you. So, congrats. Keep it up. You can do it. Be me. Welcome back. Good to have you all here. We're going to be doing some battles tonight. We'll be getting started shortly. I'm actually a couple minutes early. You know, every now and then I surprise. Try to be on time. Try to be early. How's your week going out there? Anybody have anything special going down, or is it just business as usual? Let me know in the chat what you guys are up to this week. For me, it's just a lot of the same. Plenty of work. It's busy. And in the retail side of the world, we're heading into busy season. But, of course, it's going to be a tough year, so there's plenty of work to be done. Holiday for Warner. That's awesome. Dragon Goblin says computer almost completely failed. Well, that's no good. Hopefully it doesn't entirely fail. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Bedlams95 says, had freaking midterms this week. I wish to be consumed by a black hole. I used to feel the same way when I was going through midterms. I hated it. So I know the feeling, man. Hang in there. Toby says, finishing up a final project for cybersecurity bootcamp. That sounds fun. Meanwhile, I'm probably like opening myself up to cybersecurity attack through my lack of knowledge. PME says, this week's same old stuff. This weekend's going to be a wedding to go to. All right, there you go. Should be fun. I mean, unless it's a wedding you don't want to go to, but you didn't specify that, so I'll assume it's going to be fun. Barbaric says, had a trip that unfortunately got pushed back by a week, but I'm looking forward to it. Well, I hope it goes good, Barbaric. Dragons had replaced almost every part, so might join a game tonight to see how they're working. Well, that's good. Glad you got it replaced. Thomas has published a paper in Nature this week, which is my year's highlight. That's awesome. Congrats. It's fantastic news. I don't think I could publish a sneeze if I tried to. Writing is definitely not my strong suit, so congratulations. I would rather be bombarded all day with like horrible calculus problems than have to face down even writing like a 2 or 3 page paper. Unless the paper was like literally just word vomit on a paper, and then I might be able to do that. Ghost King says, week was a breeze. Got a double B-Day weekend. Like, you get 2 birthdays? Because that'd be pretty sweet. But I'm assuming it's like either 2 birthdays of people you know and or yourself and someone else's birthday. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad everybody's having a good week. It is good to hear. Bedlam says, before I forget, I got 2 short Halloween novel suggestions for anyone. Death Troopers and Red Harvest, the definitive Star Wars zombie novels. They're gory and horrifying. I didn't know Star Wars had anything near a zombie model or a novel. Check that out. I need some books. I gotta read some books. Maybe y'all should give me some suggestions too. There's a couple. Like, The Office is just so infuriatingly boring. And I like having stuff playing in the background. And so I need to have audiobooks going. It helps me a great deal. I listened to all the I listened to the original Thrawn trilogy not too long ago, and then I listened to the next Thrawn trilogy that Timothy Zahn wrote, where it was talking about Thrawn, you know, and how he got into the Empire. And then, of course, I had recently also listened to the newest Thrawn trilogy that talked about his time in the Ascendancy before he came to the Empire. And Thrawn's an awesome character. Those were fun books. Really enjoyed all of them. Timothy Zahn, of course, wrote all of them. And he did a really good job with it. And I'm terrified because I just know. I know Disney is going to put Thrawn in a show. And you all are probably saying, well, Air, isn't that a good thing? Well, it should be. It should be, and hopefully it is. But I've seen the way Disney writes Star Wars, and it isn't good for the most part. In fact, it's mostly really bad. Not all, but mostly really bad. So I'm terrified that they're going to put Thrawn in something and make him awful. And so I hope not, but we'll see. Warner says Rome 2 and Attila's are both very good. What, the novels? No, I haven't read any of the Total War books. I think I have one sitting on my shelf, though, but I would have to get it in an audiobook form if I'm going to listen to it at work. Nathan Adams says, hey, Ayers, how's your personal Death Star coming? Well, I don't know if I'm building a Death Star, but I have been building a lot of stuff on No Man's Sky, and that has been a lot of fun, by the way. So No Man's Sky came out on the Switch, and so I get to sit on the couch, and the boys like watching me play it. So we've been playing No Man's Sky, and got a little bit terrifying because I had a save get completely frozen 8 hours in, and I thought I had lost all my time, and I was really frustrated and really angry. As luck would have it, the very next day, the game updated on the Switch console, and not only did it fix my save game, but they had added up like new UI features and special rewards and stuff, and I was like, dang, man, that's great. So I was really happy. So yeah, that was really exciting. So Warhammer books would be. I haven't listened to any Warhammer books. I need to do that. Hey, speaking of Warhammer, we're gonna play some multiplayer battles. Let's start off with like, let's do like a themed 2v2 to start things with. So we need to pick factions. When I say themed, I think I was asking about recommendations for battles that people wanted to see, and one of the ones that I definitely remember was like a good versus evil battle. So we need to do a good versus evil battle, and if you want to play with me tonight, please go into your options, go over here to advanced. Main and the graphics options, and switch this to medium, please. I'm going to do the same right now. Make sure you do this before you join in because it really helps a lot with reducing lag. So I'm going to go ahead and set the unit sizes back to ultra, though, just so we have the right unit sizes. But yeah, please do this before you jump in. Else we might end up with more lag than would otherwise be necessary. Sometimes it's unavoidable. I'm going to host a battle. Player lobbies, host battle. It's Ayers Battles. Password is 1. Just the number 1, Ayers Battle, password 1. We'll do the first one, and we'll just do a land battle, good versus evil. I think for the first one, because that was requested. Thomas says you could do a small elite army versus a horde of huge poor units. Now that might be kind of a fun one too. We could do like a Vermintide versus like an elite army of some type. The thing is with the Vermintide though, that makes that one scary is they've got so much missile units that they could jack up a small elite army really easy. We'd have to figure out some rules on that one. Like if we did, yeah, I don't know. We'd have to figure out some rules somehow on that one. Could be fun though. Oh wow, we've already got the game filled up. We got Ghost King, Gentle Rat, and Barbaric all here with us tonight. So let's see here. I will be on the evil team. So we say good versus evil. I don't know where to place Tomb Kings. They could probably swing either way. So, yeah. So good versus evil is what people ask for. So let's use our stereotypical good versus evil. This is the Warhammer world anyway. Most everybody is actually evil, but we'll do good versus evil. My side will be the quote unquote evil side, and the other team, Team 1, is going to be the quote unquote good side. All right. I'm going to switch the map here as well. I like how you have to use the like I said, the quote unquote there whenever you do this, because Warhammer is an interesting world. Francesco, thanks for being a channel member. Appreciate you being here tonight. Same for you, Senshi Bat. It is great to see our Bat Prophet with us. We love you, Senshi. Same, Francesco. Good to see you. Thank you. You know what? Since I am on the side of evil, I probably will have to play my beloved Druki. I love me some good Druki. I need to pick a map. Like, I just don't know a lot of good maps. I don't know how they would work out for 2v2. Steps of Isha, that one's kind of crazy. Herat Ridge, it's another multiplayer map. This one might be okay. That's the huge. This one would be okay. It's got some terrain off to the sides. It's not amazing, but it should work. Snow maps usually look pretty good in a replay as well. Okay, I'm going to swap my race over to the Druki and play them. It looks like Tomb Kings are making the evil roster here for Ghost King. Like I said, I think, I don't know. They kind of, to me, the Tomb Kings are kind of on like neutral ground. They could swing either way. I don't really see them being on either camp, and unless I misunderstand them. Like if someone knows, you know, like a lore reason that helps clarify that, I mean, by all means, let me know. But yeah, I'm just not aware. All right, so I'm going to put my army blocker up. Seeing lots of guesses about which lord I'm going to pick. I mean, the safe bet for Air, if he's playing Dark Elves, is that Marathi is the one that gets chosen. It's a safe bet, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe I'll pull out something different just because you all are tired of seeing me play Marathi every time I pick the Druki. Even with some of the other lords being quite good these days, I just still really like Marathi. Like I feel like she's my go-to pick for the Dark Elves. Tomb Kings is just pro Tomb Kings is what Dobie says. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Like they don't really seem like they give a rip about anybody else's concerns. It's all about them. It's all about them. But I'm going to use the Clark-Harond banner just because it's fun, so why not? Who is the Lord of Clark-Harond? Or is that an actual faction in the game? I can't remember. Is Clark-Harond Crone Hellebrand's faction? I don't think it is it? I just don't remember if that's one of the factions, like the playable factions. Let's see. Need to just shut up and get my army picked. Shut up and pick your army, Air. Tomb Kings are split as Cetra leans towards the forces of order while Archon leads towards the forces of chaos. So that kind of makes sense. Maybe, yeah, maybe it has more to do with the leader. Wasn't Clark-Harond Beastmaster, dude? I don't know, is it? It does have a beast on the banner here. It's very small, I'm sure, on your screen, but it does look like a Hydra or something on the banner. So that very well could be Rekarth. Unless he has like a separate Cult of Excess. Let's see, I'm going to flip through all of them here now. Cult of Pleasures, Marathi. Deadwood Sentinels is just some AI faction. I think Dracula Coven's another AI faction. Grond? I can't remember with Grond. Haggrief, that one... Haggrief, is that one... I think that one's Darkblades, isn't it? Haggrief? Arganeth, I believe, is Crone Hellebrand. Charon Kar. I mean, Sith Ildrator. Yeah, I mean, it very well could be. Thousand Maws. No, Thousand Maws is Rekarth, I think. Thousand Maws, right? Haggrief is Malice. Okay, someone confirm that. I think Thousand Maws is Rekarth. I don't think those folks actually had their own here, the Clark-Harond. Alright, let's keep going here. I keep talking, just need to pick an army. Warner, I love this army blocker, by the way. It's absolutely beautiful. Alright. Get my stuff figured out here. Should work. Let's come back into the army setup. Okay, let's grab some magics. And pick some options here. Alright, this might work. I think it'll synergize alright based up on what we're up against. Alright, I've got something picked. Of course, I have a bunch of money left over like usual because I never can seem to get it right. Let's see. Throw a couple of things on here. Alright, I'm good to go. Luck, have fun, enjoy everyone. Bedlam says bolt fiends are bust. Oh man, good old bolt fiends. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the army blocker, get you all back up to view. Thanks everybody for joining tonight. We are just getting our first battle started. This first one is going to be a themed good versus evil battle. So it will be Dark Elves and Tomb Kings taking on the High Elves and the Dwarves. Though one has to ask how difficult it is for the High Elves and the Dwarves to end up on the same team. But, I mean, then again, like I said, the Warhammer world, it's not always as clear-cut as people like to make it. Like, the Dwarves hate everybody. Bedlam says, darn my college's Wi-Fi. Man, my college actually had good Wi-Fi. That was like, of course, now I was in college a long time ago. So, high-speed internet was a whole different thing back then. A very different thing. We've only dropped a few frames, so if anything's lagging, it must be like YouTube or your internet or something, because I think I've only dropped 275 frames in total, and I'm streaming out 60 per second. So it shouldn't be anything large. Hopefully. When you all are watching the stream, does it give you the option to watch it in 2K or 1440p? Is 1440p an option? I'm streaming in 1440, and YouTube acts like you can't do it based on these settings, but you can, and like it constantly throws a warning at me and be like, no, you're streaming too high. But I'm pretty sure it works, does it not? Okay. Good. People are saying it is an option. I was thinking, I was thinking about this, like, 'cause, I usually have an expensive computer anyway, and I was like, maybe I should bite the bullet, take some of the money that I'm earning with the channel. I should buy, like, one of these top-end graphics cards that's about to come out, and I should start recording videos in 4K and uploading in 4K. I was sitting here thinking about it. I think my television in the living room is 4K, because even cheap TVs, you can get 4K these days, but, I mean, my computer monitor's not 4K. I'd have to get a new monitor. My phone, I don't believe, can show a video in 4K. And I just started thinking, I was like, how many people would actually be able to watch the stuff in 4K? And I was thinking to myself, like, it'd be so few. So I decided that would probably just be a massive waste of money. And yeah. And then Troachess says YouTube's thinking about charging everybody for 4K. And so I was just like, yeah, no. We won't be doing that.
Eager for battle.
Won't be doing that.
Nagarothi.
Yeah, I had considered it, but
Bolt
I think
throwers.
I'm deciding against. I want to deploy right with my teammate,
Eager
ideally.
for battle.
Trying to see some stuff. Okay, so those need to be...
Dealers in death. Bolt throwers. Cold-blooded killers.
Like this positioning. I think I'm gonna
Merciless host.
see how my... Okay, still waiting to see how my teammate deploys.
Eager for battle.
I feel like it's almost
Bolt
always
throwers.
better to just deploy together in a team battle. I mean, if you all think different, you can let me know. I mean, sometimes there might be an occasion, but I feel like deploying apart from each other is
Killers. Bolt
kind of a death
throwers.
sentence. May not be a guarantee, but certainly feels like you would be increasing your chances.
Sorceress of Grand!
Okay.
Cold ones.
Oh, Arc of Fire, Senshi. I don't know if it shows this one right now, but it should be fine. Yeah, the map has some terrain and trees we'll have to watch out for, of course. Just got back from the bar. What's happening? Hey, what's going on, Sawyer? Hope you're having a good night. Breakskid says, I have found a way that makes ogres viable. What, are people thinking ogres are terrible now? I mean, maybe competitively they've not come out to be so good. I felt like ogres were really good when it was just game 3 factions. Felt like they were doing just fine. But maybe all the extra competition makes them feel less good these days. I don't know. Considered the worst faction competitively. Yeah, I mean, I would say they're pretty easy to counter, like in the sense that everything's large and easy to shoot. Everything's relatively slow. Not everything. They're expensive. They have exploitable leadership. So I mean, they definitely have, and I mean, like if you want to counter them, you can just totally go heavy on, you know, tons of range and anti-large, and the ogres really struggle. Senshi says, I think you hear artillery in Lawton from Fort Sill. I haven't been to Fort Sill in forever. I don't think I've been west of Oklahoma City in a very long time, except for like driving out to like my brother's house in Denver. Pretty crap lords besides the Slaughtermaster. I don't know, an ogre tyrant's pretty decent, honestly. Like, I mean, they're not bad. And then fire bellies are decent magic and stuff like that. I feel like that ogres don't have enough chaff options. Maybe it's single entities. I mean, they have the Stonehorn. That's like one of their only big single entities. See, everything's large, right? See, they need good chaff options. Now, I have seen ogre play every now and then. Appreciate the sub there, Edward. So I have seen ogre builds that use a whole lot of the nobblers with knives. And in the right situations, they can pay some pretty large dividends. But yeah, I think maybe since nobblers are just so weak,
Kraken Lord!
there's not a whole lot of options, maybe?
Agreed!
Scooch up just a little bit here. What are we up against? So we're up against Eltharion. We got High Elf Batman over here flying around with a Flamespire Phoenix. And Gentle Rat with this Dolly here. Some Necron Miners. So there's some blasting charges. We've got Seaguard, a Flame Cannon. So I'll want to shut that down because we certainly don't want the Flame Cannon anywhere near us. Alright. Easy Shabti ought to be fairly good at keeping those guys at bay. I don't want to end up in the range of that Flame Cannon. We are not at the moment, so we're good.
Advancing! We are ready!
Okay.
Druki! Bolt throwers!
Turn my bolt throwers onto that flame cannon.
Orders understood. No mercy!
What's going on? Eltharion having some fun on the flank with his Phoenix over there at the moment. Yeah, that's a freaking mess headed right towards me there. Ow! That felt good. Please, sir, can I have some more? Is he running his flame cannons into the woods? He is running his flame cannons into the woods. Alright.
Sorceress of Grund!
Shocked you're getting crapped on a little bit out here. Tharion's not going to be super easy to stop.
Nagarothi! Murder awaits! Blood will flow!
Did not put
Onward!
my...
Bleak swords! Terror and death!
Look here, Fellheart!
I'm gonna bring my big beastie back.
Murder awaits! Following orders! Attack! Dark elves! At once! Massacre them! Cold-blooded killers! Back!
Alright.
Leap and slay!
Wow, my bleak swords got put right
The
out of that
merciless
fight
host.
in a big hurry.
We understand! Pull back! Going! Hack!
They did not have the armor to take those
To destruction!
charges.
Death is coming!
Alright, let's send some more units up.
Druki, forward!
Advance! By all means! Setting forth!
Tag some units out here.
No mercy!
Pillage!
For the king!
Alright.
Blackguards! Going!
Hydra out of here.
We are ready!
Alright, we got rid of an archer unit back there, so that's always a plus.
Blackguards! With pleasure!
Destroy!
Without question!
Getting some work done slowly. I don't know if we're in good shape though, because my infantry took an absolute savaging. I do mean savaging, it was ugly.
On to murder!
It's like we were struggling in the back lines, so
Back!
don't know that things are looking good at the moment. You know what they say, don't never give up. I don't know who says that because it sounds utterly ridiculous. We're getting wrecked back here.
I dare! For Mufflad!
Yeah, all my infantry was just almost near immediately destroyed by missile fire. That is an unfortunate circumstance on my behalf.
My power is yours!
Yeah, let's pull away again. Artillery is under threat, so that is bad. Cast here. I don't have the magic for it.
Dark sorceress!
Okay,
Withdraw!
there it is. Some work done there.
Aria! Aria! Aria!
The merciless host!
It's a pretty good snag. I'm gonna kind of get a 2-for-1 there against a lot of enemies.
Servant of Hecate!
But my artillery is being slain. I've almost lost my lord. My monsters. We're just kind of getting completely overrun here, unfortunately.
Eager!
Lost my Hydra, but hopefully I can get it back. If they don't have anything to pursue it, we shall see. It's like Archon's very busy back here taking on a lot of enemies. Yeah, I don't think it's looking good for us. I think we're just getting utterly ransacked at the moment. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
No mercy!
They did not bring near the amount of artillery that I expected, and so we are just getting crapped on by sheer force here.
Back!
It is fairly effective at the moment.
Witch elves! Quickly now!
So many enemies. Yeah, they have just pushed all over our back lines.
All powerful! Advance! Axenlu!
Look here, Fellheart! Yes! It is so!
Femme
Ow.
fatales!
Flame cannons all over us now,
Death
too.
awaits.
That is bad news.
I will! Striking out!
And I am low on magic, which is
Seeking
also
carnage.
bad news.
Look here, Fellheart! Corsairs, slay! Going now!
Sorceress!
Ow.
Sanisha! Slaughter!
Flame cannons.
Summon my ship!
I don't know whether Lokir is going to have the wherewithal to take out. Comes the
Retreat!
attack here.
Elfry and Aha!
Man, my witch elves just took off running near immediately. Awesome. They got hit by the burnt effect on the flame cannon. Yeah, I did not want that flame cannon on top of me, but I kind of ran out of options, so
Executioners!
let's bring our units back
Onwards
up.
to murder! Terror and death!
I have this unit in the back that I haven't used yet either. Think about how to use it. So let's maybe get reset over here. Let's get Lokir back
Blades, dogs!
to a position of
My order!
relative safety, maybe. Let's cut this
To
unit across the
destruction!
battlefield. Maybe escort some of these units back and try and reconsolidate a position.
Executioners!
Yeah, my sorceress is probably gone, so let's flush out the rest of her magic here. I don't want to blob up here after Eltharion because we're just going to get pummeled by
Murder is mine!
artillery. I can heal if I get into melee. Start pulling these units back and closer. Really want that flame cannon dead, but sending anything after it at the moment also kind of feels suicidal.
We are ready! Going! Kill everything! Forward! My blade hungers!
Help get rid of that little group there.
Pull back!
Swinging the witch elves back around here.
Understood!
It broke through our lines
out.
so fast.
Glorious destruction!
Lands. Okay.
Eager for battle! Onwards to murder!
Trying to line up this fight
Executioners.
properly for myself.
With pleasure!
Crap, they just got an apotheosis. That's definitely not what I needed.
Advance, Druki! No survivors! Glorious
I don't know how we're going to stack
destruction.
up against the Fireborn. Well, we're not going to stack up well, not with the help of Eltharion nearby.
We are ready!
That is very bad for me. Otherwise, that might have been okay.
Death and plunder!
Okay, let's ignore the Slayer King and his goons.
Behold the Kraken hell! The Kraken fights!
Withdraw!
I'm gonna try and charge. Ungrum. Dang it. Got terror routed before I could. Yeah, everything out here just got terror routed. Well, that sucks. I had a lot of units regrouped.
Merciless warriors!
I was hoping for a good fight, but instead we just got KO'd in a really big hurry.
Suffer!
Let's turn around.
Bringers of death!
Use witch elves nearby. They are likely to get terror routed on the first charge by Eltharion as well. We're very terror prone there. Trying to pull this back as best I can, but it is a oh, that's not a good target for you. Get those.
I dare!
Come on, Ungrim. What you running away from?
Bring me slaves!
Oh, I think Eltharion's gonna go for the Hydra, maybe? Or maybe dive down on Archon?
Mothers of murder!
Yeah, he's going for Archon.
Cast against us!
Nope, he is not diving down. Or, yeah, he is. Yeah, they're still following Archon.
Indeed! Kids!
Ungrim's only got 723 hit points. I don't know if I can actually get lucky enough to get a finish here. Plus, if he turns around and like hits me with the axe at Dargo, it ain't gonna be pretty. Took a good chunk out of him. We're also heal capped.
Feel my wrath!
Hit him, hit him, hit him. Got the warrior. Someone's coming after me here. I'd love to put Ungram in the dirt, but we're probably just shoving him and not actually getting any hits here, and then I'm probably just gonna lose my big unit to an immediate terror out, or basically leadership loss here. Yeah, he's got Apotheosis coming, so that is not gonna cut it. Purple sun flying around there.
Look here, fella.
I mean, Lokir, he did some work for me, but I mean, I just got trucked along the main line, like absolutely trucked. We got run over. Like it was not even close. My line collapsed before the fight even started.
Sorceress of Grund! Forward!
See my sorceress back, so I'll try and do something there. Oh yeah, he's routing. Yeah, we're about to get completely... Yep, there it goes. Alright, well we got swatted, but it was a fun battle. So the Dawi and the High Elves are taking this one home.
Allies abandon us.
We just got trucked over. Did not have enough to withstand. It wasn't a pure rush that they bought. The flame cannon deals massive blows. 2v2, 1. The flame cannon deals massive blows to leadership. And then on top of that, with Eltharion's terror, it was rough. We had nothing to stop the Fireborn. I brought the only unit I had that might have a chance, got a clean charge into him, and was starting a decent trade until Eltharion came and immediately terror-routed. So yeah, I brought the bolt throwers because I figured we'd be up against a lot more artillery. And the bolt throwers are really good against artillery. They only brought the one artillery piece. And so then what happens is now I've got multiple artillery pieces that are not particularly helpful in trying to stave off just like an all-out rush. So I expected, what I did not want to have happen was for my teammate and I to come in and have to rush into a dwarf and a high elf formation. Because the Tomb Kings are very poor at armor piercing in terms of like infantry type attacks. They do have some monsters and stuff. The Druki have options, but they're very expensive options that don't like being shot up a ton. But regardless of what happened there, we were not able to contain Eltharion. I feel like what may have been really helpful here was a Lich Priest Lore of Light from the Tomb Kings, because Eltharion, if you'll notice, and like a bunch of his units just came in and just ran all over the backfield, even before the battle started. If you have a net, you can pretty much shut that crap down before it ever starts. So if we bring the net in and they try and fly something in behind your lines, you just net it and destroy it. And we did have the Ashabti with Great Bow who could have done a lot of damage to him. So a net could have been potentially very helpful here, because whenever you're rushing towards someone like that, you know, being able to kind of displace their charge or their other units definitely could have been nice. I brought Lokir because I didn't want to create a big target for the High Elves or the Dwarves to just shoot, because again, I thought they would be very artillery heavy, and I actually would have been better off had I had a big monster to help counter Eltharion in this case. So I may have been better off having something like that. So my initial thought was bring Morathi with a couple of Manticores, and I wish I had, because they would have done very well at keeping Eltharion out of our lines and helping to deal with other units moving around. So I think Morathi definitely would have been better here. I just was not able to get value out of basically any of my units. I mean, decent value out of a bolt thrower there. Yeah, my sorceress got, you know, her money's worth, but just barely, and that was with 2 overcast pits of shades and stuff. Like, so it wasn't going good for me. See how Ghost King did. He got a decent bit of value here with Archon. And then let's check one of the Great Bows got some good hits here, so it got 13, 18. The other one was not able to get it. The Skull Catapult's not too much, and then yeah, the rest of the Tomb King's infantry just kind of collapsed under the more elite infantry that we were up against. So it's a nice rush. Flame Cannons did well. Definitely more rushy than what I expected. Way more rush than what I was coming, hopefully prepared to fight. Yeah, the Rangers, for coming up on the flanks, Rangers would have done well against the cheaper Tomb King's infantry. Yeah, we got absolutely shut down there. All right, let's play it. How about I do another one? People like these, you know, let's do another one. So We'll play another one, good versus evil. I'll switch this time. My team will be the quote-unquote good team. I'm going to go rehost. I don't know if new people joined or not, but I'm going to go rehost, give new people a chance to join. If you haven't done so yet, go into your graphics settings, choose the graphics, put them on medium or low, please, to help us with lag. That would be massively appreciated. So Heirs Battle, password is 1. I'm going to rehost again, and we'll do another good versus evil. I'm going to pick a new map. And let's see. Well, it's kind of got like some weird formations on it. I don't know if it's going to go great for a larger 2v2 type battle, but I do love the aesthetic behind the Tzeentch map. Let's try it. So I'll be playing on the quote-unquote good team. The other side can go ahead and take the evil. Tomb Kings can kind of fall either way. Yeah, anybody who wants to join, come join up. If you've already played and you don't see people joining here in a second, feel free to just jump in. Come play again, no big deal. I'm gonna select a new faction here. I gotta pick the good side. Oh, who I haven't repped in a while, so I'm up with Bretonia, at least unless they haven't switched yet. I'll play Lizards. I like the Lizards. Skaven player is going to need a teammate. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, the other team. So team 1, you're going to be the quote-unquote evil. My side is going to be the good team. We'll see good whether I play good, but I'll try. Turn the army blocker on. I'm going to get an army selected here. Looks like it's got my previous Croc Guard build in there. If I remember right, that one didn't go so well, so we don't want to reuse that. I got to pick a faction banner to start with here. Here, we'll do this one. YouTube is telling me to insert some ads, so here's the ad, folks. Tonight's stream is sponsored by you, the awesome viewers, who keep me coming back because I love being here with you. So thanks to you for sponsoring tonight's stream. Thanks for reminding me, YouTube. I mean, really, why would you put up reminders for me to torture my audience with those horrible ads? Like, trust me, folks, I even have YouTube TV right now for my TV, and it is awful, like gosh awful, being subjected to these ads. It's like you just want to watch your show, and they show you the same one over and over and over again. It's terrible. And so, I'm not doing that to you. So YouTube's like, put an ad in here. No, you put an ad in there. I'm not doing it. You put an Attila ad in? Yeah, maybe so. Redeemer says, sorry, Air, I have to support the other side. I'm currently working on a presentation for my class about the dark side of leadership. I like it. I like it, Redeemer. Okay, I gotta get my army picked here. Skaven and Druchii. This is another one that can kind of go a couple different ways. Skaven and Druchii could combine to bring a really nasty artillery component. Now, Skaven, when trying to protect a lot of artillery, are a little squishier. Dark Elves, not so much, but they're still tough. So, I have to think about how we want to bust through this one. They'll definitely have the capability to snipe large targets, should they so choose. It looks like my teammate is flipping to Empire. Okay. Oh, I gotta think about how I want to play the Skaven and the Druchii. Thanks for joining in, Emperor. It's good to see you tonight. me get a handle on my teammates up to over here. Okay. Like that. Alright. Okay. Alright, let me see what I can do to my teammates some here. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Good luck, have fun, everyone. Oh, it looks like we got the Slanesh bot in chat. I'll take care of that. There we go. I still just can't get enough of the fact, like, all the things YouTube will do. Like, all the things they take really seriously. Like, say one thing they don't approve of, and you're banned. Like, put a curse word in, and they'll demonetize you. Like, put a curse word in the chat, they blank it out. But you come into the chat, posting suspicious links, and tons of emojis. And that's all cool. Like, that's too hard to block. Like, we can't fix that. I mean, we can monitor every single video on our platform to make sure that we censor certain things that we don't approve of. And we'll do it aggressively. But if you're a bot posting like hundreds of messages with with like suspicious links and emojis and stuff like that, nah, there's nothing we can do. It's just beyond our control. We can't stop it. Like, you can't monitor someone's activity on their account. You can't see that the only thing their account does is post hundreds of messages with links. Let's see, it says I can't declare ready because I spent too much, even though I have 550. Yeah, it's a bug. Ninja Parrot, just save your build and then rejoin. Just try and save your build and then rejoin. Skaven player says, Redeemer says the Skaven player, remember to murder, kill all of the man things and lizard things. Again, sorry, Air, nothing personal. It's all good. Every now and then, Air takes a good murder killing. Of course, YouTube will probably censor me for that. Oh, man. I'm going to continually make fun of YouTube for allowing the sex bots until they actually do something about it, because they deserve it. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. So easy to fix. All you gotta do is put together like a real simple algorithm. Does the channel just post comments with links? You know what I mean? Like, it's real simple. Like, I mean, a very complicated algorithm. Is 100% of their activity, near 100%, just posting links in people's comments and live streams? It shouldn't be that hard, should it? I mean, what does that take? Like, it takes a software engineer, like, 5 minutes? Program? I don't know. I'm not a software engineer, so maybe it takes longer. But to me, it seems like it ought to be pretty easy if statement. Like, I don't know any programming languages, but I do have to write like if statements sometimes in like the data software that I do. You know, it's like if 90+% of comments equal links to sex sites, ban. Like, it just seems really easy. All right, let's ready up over here, Goblin. Didn't realize we got to re-ready up. So looks like hopefully everybody's back in. But yeah, I mean, it just seems like some really easy logic to write. And that probably takes care of a lot of the bots. You can automatically hold comments with links for approval on videos. I don't know about the live chat. I have to see. Maybe so. I may have to set it up in like global settings or something though too. Emperor has a funny question here. He says, has anybody ever wondered how Cetra is a literal pile of bones but can still take hits from mammoths? I don't know, you got me. It's the magic, I guess. The magic. Was that like that SpongeBob meme with him like running his hands over his head, making a little rainbow, and it's like, it's magic. That's how it works. All right. I do like the Sinch map. It may end up being a little bit tight quarters, I don't know, but it looks good. Like, I like the aesthetic all around it. I mean, don't it look good? The skybox? Skybox looks nice. I think it is YouTube bots, because you make fun of YouTube. Yeah, it could be. Like, YouTube is the one doing the bots for some extra income. That would be the story. YouTube is the bots. It's like an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Zuritsa. Soros. Goddess los. Soros. Zusurtek.
Lustli Chuck. Skinquacha. Goddess lose.
Okay. Loving some good Troglodon action. Go Alliance of Order. We'll see, Arena Emperor. I managed to get my team good and stepped on in the last battle. I will see if I can improve.
Soros.
Okay.
Grokkamundi.
Let's do this. Oh, Sexpot's right back. There we go. You know what's funny is that, like, YouTube does not give me the option to just ban this account from chat permanently. Like, I can only put them in timeout or, like, hide the message. Like, there's no quick way for me to just get rid of the problem permanently. Which is pretty irritating. Yes, so they do have an avalanche mortar back there we'll need to keep an eye on, because that could be brutal. Bolt thrower deep in the back. Ooh, our rockets are going to pick up that blackguard. That would be an excellent target. At least at current, it looks like we have a pretty nice little skirmishy advantage here. Bring my little skinky trap here. Try and pump some shots into Ikit Claw there. Oh gosh. All right. Be smart with my ammo here. I don't want to just unload it on cheap units. Ooh, there was many shades over here. Lots of shades. Try and just be a big pain in the butt for all these shades for a minute. I knew there might be more to that puzzle when I started looking deeper into it. I'm gonna try and be a big pest over here with those shades. So far, so good.
Oh God! Surasas!
Okay. Trago. Definitely getting hurt by that rattling gun, but we do have some unbreakable units right behind that. Having trouble getting my units to cooperate here. I don't know if there's like terrain issues with the line of fire or what here, but I'm a bit of a struggle. Let's see if we can milk this. Yeah, see, my guys are... I Skinks are really struggling to get a line of sight properly to shoot. There must be a bunch of little humps and stuff interrupting line of sight. Let's head over this way. Claw's kind of running amok a little bit at the moment. It's less than ideal. But we're not completely broken up front. Pursue Claw a bit with Trago and then head direction here. Right, so we're holding. There's a bunch of flagellants there. No reason to blob up. Let's maybe just reposition here. Get rid of that Manticore. We're gonna chase these shades right off the block. Okay, there we go. As expected, Claw's being a bit of a pain. Try and clear out some of that chaff. Alright, managed to clean up these shades over here. They are not going to have the armor or the shields to withstand too much of that beating. Troglodon was brought for anti-large purposes, so that's what I'm using him for. He's going after Ikit. Let's throw some heals on Carl and his men over here. Just use that magic. Or sorry, Boris. Heal up, Boris. Let's fly around that flank. Going after artillery. The artillery has gotten some real work done. Imperial, thanks for the 10. Holy cow, thank you. That's very generous. Try and read this while I'm playing. It's going to be a little bit tricky. But Imperial says, I rarely have time to catch streams because I work early putting together furniture by hand. But I was glad to catch what I could. Listen to Vlad while I work to help pass time. Man, that's interesting. Anyway, thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. It's so good to have you here tonight. I do hope work goes well for you. I'm always trying to find something to listen to at work, too, to kind of just keep my mind busy on something while I work away. So definitely know that feeling. But thank you so much. I hope you do enjoy the content. I love making it for you and all the other folks who enjoy watching it. It's a real pleasure. So thank you for being so awesome. Appreciate you supporting the channel. And hope you enjoy this one whenever you're watching it later during work. Also hope work's going smooth. No, don't worry about the timing. It's fine. Don't worry about the timing. That was very generous and I appreciate it. It's good. I need practice trying to fight while distracted anyway because I need to always be working on my ability to try and micromanage battle. Very skinky. Claw is not anti-large on there, so that's good for me. I'm gonna keep trying to put some hurt into him. Throw down some more magic over there. I don't know if we can take Ikit here or not, but I'll attempt it. Alright, our skinky skirmish force out here is doing just fine, kind of mopping up all these leftover shades and rattling guns. That should be a useful project. Yep, we are doing good here. Can't quite reach that. There we go. Alright, Carl came in to help us finish that one. There are some wolf rats here, but I should be able to just kite them off as they charge at me. I don't think they would have the ability to finish off all these chameleon skinks and Oxyotl. In fact, I could take Oxyotl and just try and pin them in a melee while I fall back with the other units. Pretty sure we'll rout them off quickly. Their low leadership is going to give them issues here. Yep, there we go. Alright, so let's keep pushing with these missile units. And let's see, my Kobolin Riders. I've held them in reserve. Might as well pull them out. That's the second time I've done this tonight. Held the unit in reserve till it's too late. Finish that real quick. But, I mean, our Chameleon Skink line did a good job here at ensuring them Imperial also says, been a long-time viewer through the Shogun 2 days. Just wanted to say you're one of my favorite YouTubers, period. Helped me improve so much in Total War. I really enjoy the content. Well, thank you. I have been here for many years. If there is one thing that Air does good, for sure, time in and time out, it is be old. I have been around for a long time. I'm the bump on the Total War log. It just never seems to go away. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Many good years. Thanks for the battle, guys. It was fun. So appreciate Ninja Parrot and the blank name here for the Skaven player, but I think it was Uhaku Haku is in chat here, or Kahaku Haku. I don't know how to say exactly, but thank you for joining in. Appreciate all of you. Dragon Goblin, thanks for playing on my side. Nice work with those rockets. I'll take a look at those first. They did do well. I figured the rockets would be nice. Rockets are quite good against enemy artillery. They're good against mortar units. They're good against expensive infantry units. Rockets are just really pretty strong. You got to get rid of them quick. So it puts the onus on the enemy to shut them down fast. And then what I was hoping is that those rockets would put the onus on the enemy to charge, and then they would be charging headlong into a big line of poisoned skirmishers that would kind of disrupt the front line, hoping to buy the rockets some more time. And then like I had those units back in reserve in case a unit started really running roughshod all over us in the background. I could use those. I had the other Cold One Rider that I used to go after their shades. Even though it didn't end up, getting all of them, I was able to, again, cause them trouble long enough to where they weren't able to get in and do some tremendous damage to, say, like our rocket batteries, so that kind of kept the rocket batteries firing. Nice damage from the Bright Wizard, nice number of kills there, too. Oxyotl did not get much battle here, did not do a particularly good amount of shooting. It doesn't surprise me, he may have been getting blocked by all the other skinks who were around. The other skinks were doing just fine, though. They were pumping out damage. I don't think any of my units are going to turn out amazing here, but the Troglodyte, of course, was getting some good value, so he would do well. And then we got pretty solid value out of these Cold One Riders. That was only 850 gold unit here. We got a hold of a lot of shades with it, so that was worth it. Ikat Claw, getting a pretty decent amount of damage done. Avalanche Mortars, same thing. It doesn't take those guys long to get some pretty significant damage done. It's a dangerous unit. I think our rockets helped to pacify them ultimately. I think we took a look at these units, see the Flagellants were a good pick here because it made it really difficult for a fast push through any one point in the line, so that ended up being nice. Blackguard just ended up getting hit with rockets, which that is the unfortunate part of picking these units. You just never know when you're just going to eat a face full of artillery or a spell or something like it. Makes it very challenging. I like the Shade picks. It's fun. It's nice and sneaky. They can do a lot of damage. Unfortunately, though, they ended up getting hit pretty hard here. And had they not been interfered with by Franz and my cavalry, I also had my skirmishers to come after them with. So we had a decent answer to the Shades because my units would have been pretty much invisible until they got into close range. It was fun. Good game. Like I said, appreciate everybody who joined. I'm going to go ahead and go host another one. If you have already played, wait just a moment before you join just to see who we get. Make sure to put your graphics settings on medium before you join in. It will help with lag. We didn't actually have much lag in that one. I felt like that one went pretty smooth. Let's maybe do a different theme this time. We've done a couple of good versus evil. Let's do a couple of, how about we call it opposites attract, right? So whatever team you're on, just make sure that, like, as we team up, you pick a faction that lorefully hates the other one, right? So, for instance, if I'm the Empire, maybe my teammate is the Greenskins. Or, I guess, anybody can pick Dwarves, because the Dwarves hate everybody, pretty much. You got, Chaos, pretty much everybody universally hates them as well. So, it'll be one of those kind of things. Warner, thanks for joining us. Get you some sleep. Hope you had a good holiday. Anyway, yeah, that's... So let's do that type of battle. So again, we'll call it opposites attract here, right? So I'm gonna host the battle. It's Air's battle. Password's 1. If you have already played, just wait a second to give other people a chance to join. If it doesn't look like people are joining after like a minute or so, then just jump on in, and we'll fill it up because it's not like we're numbering in the many hundreds tonight or anything. So I think we've got plenty of folks to. Here comes Sir Tarquin. He hasn't been in yet. Dobies hasn't been in yet. Thanks for joining, both of you. So, Sir Tarquin, you pick a faction that you want to play, and I will pick the faction that fits our theme. And then, Dobez, you can probably do the same thing, right? Since you were here first, just pick a faction And then it'll be up to your teammate when they come in to pick the one that is kind of like the opposite in terms of lore. So, like, for instance, Sir Tarquin is picking Beastmen, which means that I really only have one choice of a faction, right? I have to go Wood Elves, don't I? So that's the type of matchup I'm talking about. So, like, Beastmen, Wood Elves, like, sworn enemies. Greenskins, I mean, I feel like they're another one that pretty much just wants to fight almost anyone, so including other greenskins. So greenskins might be kind of a free pass there, Dragon Goblin. I don't know. What do you all know? I mean, greenskins definitely hate dwarves. You don't have to pick dwarves, but I'm just saying, like it has to be a faction that the greenskins would hate and fight with, you know, in lore. And like I said, I'm pretty sure they would fight with just about anybody. So some of these make it easy. Others are a little more thematic there. But I feel like the greenskins would want to scrap with just about any other faction out there. Alright, ogres is cool. That's good. I can't imagine the ogres and the greenskins getting along real well. Unless nobblers, you know, are like the distant goblin cousins and they all like coming over for a cookout with the family or something. Yeah, yeah. Chaos dwarves, wait. Yeah, not yet. I feel like Chaos Dwarves are imminent for this game, so I say not yet because I just expect them to be here sooner or later. What do you all think, by the way, too? Do you think CA is going to get us a DLC in this game before the end of the year, or do you think it'll be next year? Just curious what you all think. Next year seems likely. I'm expecting December DLC. I mean, December maybe, if like they're trying to hit some holiday sales, maybe. Hoping chorfs before Christmas. I do like, I mean, I don't have anything to back this up or anything, but I do feel like Chaos Dwarves have got to be like the first DLC. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe not. I just feel like they're like the faction that everyone expects. I don't know, maybe CA tries to use that to throw us off. Keep things coming, or does it just make sense? Alright, Beastmen and Wood Elves against Ogres and Greenskins. The Unlikely Alliances. Ooh, that sounds catchy, right? All right, you all help me think of a good title for this whenever it goes on YouTube. Unlikely Alliances. Opposites attract, you know, grudge team. I don't know, you all help me think of like a good one here. Emperor, thanks for joining in while we could. Appreciate you. I mean, we could definitely get DLC that's Lord packs, right? So you could end up with, like, say, a Lord pack DLC that doesn't add any new factions. It just adds Lords and units. And they could totally bring in something like that easier than bringing in a whole new faction. So, I mean, you could certainly get, you know, Lord packs. All of the new factions need Lords and stuff. When I say Chaos Dwarves, I kind of just, like, expect Chaos Dwarves to be the first, like, faction they add to the game. Nature versus nurture. Cathay with Monkey King. There's a lot of people who think that's going to happen too. I don't know much about it, but ooh, I like this Beastman army. I like that Beastman army. Okay, okay. I'll try and play on that. Gotta pick a map, by the way. I don't know if this map's any good. That one looks terrible. Let's try this Wood Elf theme map. That'll be fun. All right. Parallel forces. If this makes it to YouTube, can I get a shout out, Sir Tarquin? Yeah, I mean, if I can try and remember the names, I hope so. When I'm recording it, it might be hard to remember. But I'll give you a shout out right now, Sir Tarquin. Thanks for joining my team. I like your army, by the way. I think it's going to be fun. I think it is going to be fun. Okay, let's get my army all set up here. All right. Just kind of checking the theme of the Beastie Boy army here, making sure I'm in line. Yeah, this is definitely a strange Wood Elf army I'm putting together here. But 'tis the season. Alright, alright. What else do I want to do here? Yeah, I guess I'll go with this. Alright, let's try it. It's wild, but I'm going for it. Dobis is just a bunch of Zotes. The last time I used Zotes, I was very less than impressed. It did not turn out well. I mean, they're not terrible, but they just, yeah. And the matchup that I was up against the Empire, it did not end well. Amazonians riding Zotes. Strange, what if Omri shows up with high elf units? Yeah, that would be one way to make a strange one. No, I'm trying to match kind of the genre of pick that my teammate did with Beastmen. So we'll see. I can't give it away because we haven't started yet. You all will start to see it on screen. I'm not talking through it though, just in case my opponents are still listening to the stream. That way I don't completely give it away. I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be spying on them to make sure they're not cheating or something. It's not the worst thing ever. But yeah, it'll be fun, I think. I think it'll be fun. This is about the 5th online battle I've played, so go easy on me. Oh, I mean, we're just playing for fun around here, so don't worry about it. Just join and have fun. That's all I want folks to do. Just come and have a good time. Ghost King questions what factions you all would like to see played tonight. I'll play whoever is most voted upon because I like to try new things. Who do you all want Ghost King to play as if he joins us? All right, here we go. Let's get set up. Now you all see my teammates' army here. So I have gone with a similarly themed army
Hungry for battle.
intended to match the aggression of the Beastmen.
Awaiting orders. Dauntless Atray!
Carnos bless us! Children of Athel Lauren! Deepwood host! Yes!
Okay, this should work. If this doesn't elicit some lore anger here, I don't know what does. Here,
Orion!
I gotta get this just for the lols. There's you some lore anger right there. Not the combo you expect to see every day.
Ready for orders.
Alright, this'll work.
Orion!
Let's do it! Spider right at archers right in her face.
I will! Issa wills it!
Not surprising.
Swiftly! Asray Riders!
It is going to be a straight up all
Orion!
aggression
You have my
all the
spear.
time situation here.
Ever ready!
Eternal Guard! To battle!
Swiftly!
Warriors of Ariel! Eternal Guard! Defenders of Athel Lauren!
We understand! Ready for battle! Death to all! It will be done! Athel Lauren!
Okay, let's get
Orders!
busy here.
Swiftly! At once! As you command!
Eternal Guard! With haste!
Could get ugly depending on what gets stuck around
All
there.
done ready! Right!
Swing past that for the moment.
Kill them!
We are tireless!
Pin those guys down.
By Carnos!
Swing in here. Throw down there.
Defenders of Athel Lauren!
Deepwood Cavalry!
That hurt a little. Nice charge, though. Nice charge.
At once!
Poor boy decided to turn around at the last second and go ahead and come after me.
Eternal Guard! For Elderzor!
My ass ready. Alright, good. We've already got... Ooh, that was a nice stompy stomp. That was a nice stomp.
Yes!
Yeah, this army was 100% aggression. Like maybe 110% aggression.
Kurnos! Kurnos, bless us! Straight away! Ha!
Athol Luran!
Ready for the hunt! Strength of Kurnos!
I should have thrown that earlier, so that was my bad. Let's get out of there. Wait, the Lost Sylvan Knights can rout? Didn't know they were routable.
Eternal Guard!
Withdraw!
I got those big Gorgons throwing down in the middle of this. And Orion should be pretty tough. Got some help here. Rid of some of those. Bring a dragon back over here.
Eternal Guard! Dauntless Azray!
Aye!
Blade Singers ended up in the wrong position. I did not want them behind the lines there, so that was a mistake.
Withdraw!
That worked out really nice over there. And KO these guys. Throw down some hurt there. I didn't know though. I thought the Lost Sylvan Knights would be unbreakable since they're ethereal. Ah. Oh well. Sucks for me because they still had a lot of units left and they got chased all the way to the edge of the battlefield. I would have been able to bring them back closer. Maybe even could have gotten like a berry wine off or something. Bring the Goon Squad into play here.
Ready for orders! Ha! With haste!
Ow. That's
They will
stomping.
die!
It hurts.
Faster! Ha!
Oh, that Blade Singer
We'll
survived.
turn us!
Let's see if we can get a charge in over here. Yeah. Hopefully spread a little terror.
Son of Kurnos!
Okay. Cycle back up. If possible.
Ready and waiting! With haste!
See if we can clean up some
Azray,
of these
attack!
regrouping units.
For the eternal realms! Pull back!
Let's throw a breath attack right there on those night gobos. There we go. Very nice, very nice.
Orion! I will crush them!
There we go. Looking good, looking good. We still got some boar boys over here that we're gonna want to keep an eye on. I think we got it. So this was a Wild Hunt themed army, in case you hadn't noticed it. So I went with the Beastmen. My teammate was looking very aggressive with his decision on like his army choice, so I decided to go like Wild Hunt and join him, you know, just go crazy. Alright, that should help finish off those boars. So we used, so I used Ariel and Orion to go, like, ultra aggression. Orion, just because he's a real tank. He does good anti-large. Has his javelins in case he needs it. Help him get some extra damage done. Ariel is a pretty good melee combatant for also being a powerful spellcaster. So that's why I picked her. Yeah.
Quell is
clean up the rest of this.
A part of stars.
Well, those ogre cavalry just bowled right through the line. They didn't want to get caught in that cavalry fight, and honestly, they might have done it right there. I don't know, but they didn't want to get caught in that fight. So they just bowled right through my line and went straight for the back line, which was smart because I had some expensive infantry back there. So they were going for the squishiest, most expensive infantry. That Slanesh bot is just not giving up tonight, huh? I like how YouTube's like, oh, you can report it, and then I do, and then it does nothing. Nice. And then it's only a timeout. All I can do is put people in timeout. You can't ban people. It might hurt their feelings. Double Gorgon ruined us. Yeah, so when I saw the double Gorgon, I knew that I needed to just go all out, like, Wild Hunt. And the reason I say that is because the double Gorgon was going to be really difficult for the ogres to deal with. Not impossible, but difficult. And so I was like, you know what? If I throw in just like a few good support infantry units, you know, some Eternal Guards can do decent damage sometimes for their value. Or, yeah, I mean, like you all see there, 2 of them actually hit their value or above. This was the bigger risk over here with the Blade Singers and the War Dancers. The War Dancers got pooped on. The Blade Singers actually did it. They pulled it off. They got 1,820 value. The Dragon was for Terror, because Ogres and Greenskins both are probably going to hate the Terror. So I brought that specifically. Or, sorry, that was my Azray Spear that got the value. My Blade Singers did not do particularly well. They only did, like, very so-so, and I think they took some hits. I don't remember if it was the foot that got on them some or not. I got terrible value out of my Stag Knights. I went for a rear charge to cause terror, and then they just kind of got trapped and foot of gorked. We got some pretty decent work done with Ariel. She got a ton of chaff kills, and then a lot of support magic and other stuff. And then Orion was, you know, tanking it out in melee. I still had the Berry Wine on here, so I could have used Berry Wine to heal either one of these two had we needed it. So basically that was going to give me a ton of extra hit points. Scrag was a pretty tough character, but he, you know, wasn't able to get enough done here. He was doing all right, though, causing some damage. If you look here at the Sky Striders, boy, they, despite having gotten stuck in spears, I think I used magic and other stuff against them potentially as well. They did very well. 2155, basically paying for themselves. We had Crushers with Iron Fist. These two, not quite as much. But still, you know, bowling around and getting some damage done. Let's take a look at Dobe's armies here. Yeah, he got a couple of good stomps in with the Foot of Gork. That was actually a pretty smart pick for a 2v2 because lots of blobbing happens. And if there's any ethereal units, like there was in this case, he correctly targeted that on them, and it does a ton of magical damage. So I'm not sure if it accounts properly for that there or not. He had plenty of mobility, a lot of Orc Biggins to help control large. Which would be the obvious counter pick to the Scrag the Slaughter. The problem with Orc Biggins, and they are pretty tough units, whether it be in an infantry fight or against large specifically, they are not immune to terror, which is part of the reason why I showed up with the Dragon. But they are solid units when they get into a fight, and they can stick in that fight. Anyway, appreciate you all joining that one. That was fun. So we had our unlikely alliances there. Appreciate it, Dobiz, Sir Tarquin, Dragon Goblin. Appreciate you all. Let's see, Sir Tarquin says, Blood Greed got changes for Game 3. Gorgons can stack damage till they become mini Scar Brands? What? I had no idea. Yeah, Double Gorgon is definitely some big-time tough there to take out. We got time for one more. Let's do one more, okay? I'm going to host the battle. Air's battle. Passwords 1. Let's do one more of those where we kind of pick odd factions. So if you join my team, you pick the faction. I will pick the one that is kind of the opposite of them. It's almost 20,000 hit points a second. Or 20 hit points a second. So as healing for the Gorgons, it's almost 20 hit points a second. Wow, that is bonkers. That's bananas. I'll have to check that out closer in the replay. Alright, Ghost King is in. So Ghost King, you pick whatever faction you want. Whoever joins on your team will pick the one that's kind of like the opposite from lore, or the one that was their, oh, whatever it is. We're doing our unlikely alliances here. So Gentle Rat, you go ahead and pick whoever you want. I'll pick the opposite. All right. Gentle Rat is going coast. I don't know how much coast actually had in the lore, but if I'm looking at the game, coast is constantly fighting with high elves. They're up against the lizards immediately. So I could see, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, because you got Luther and the lizards. That could be a pretty good combination. I'm thinking high elves or lizards are probably the best one there. You could go Cathay, technically, because of the new start that you get with, why can Dreadfleet. Crap, why can't I think of his name? I played him earlier. Why is the name escaping me right now? I'm gonna think of it here in a minute. It's not Noctilus. No, it's that. I said Dreadfleet. That's not what I meant. Freak, the Dark Elves. Corsair guy. His name is right on the tip of my tongue, and it's not coming to me. Lokir. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Topus. I don't know why that just like escaped me for a minute. Lokir. Lokir would be a good one, potentially, because... You know, or what am I thinking? Lokir. Never mind. I had Lokir in mind. As to, I'm on crack or something. Don't pay attention to me. I'm confused. It's not the Vampire Coast that has to start in Cathay. I was thinking Lokir. That's different. So not Cathay. All right. So I already played Lizards tonight, so I'll go High Elves. I'll go High Elves. Emperor says, I hope you lose. It's okay. It's all love here. Yeah, lots of brain farts tonight. It's the end of a day. There's an old man. So, yeah, I was trying to think of Loki earlier. Alright, I gotta get me a high elf army picked. I'm gonna kind of see what Gentle Rat's up to at the coast, and then I'll... On the other side, we got Bretonia and Nurgle. Ooh. Yeah, that's a combination that the lady doesn't approve of. Nurgle's one of those ones, though, that it's like you can pick them and no one's going to like them either. Like, literally no one. They're like the dwarves. They're a safe pick to go with anybody. Alright, so I'm looking here at Gentle Rat's army. We're up against Bretonia and Nurgle. Now that could be interesting. Nurgle, of course, is a hit point sponge. Bretonia can be quite dangerous with either goon squads or lots of cavalry. And with Nurgle to help absorb some of the hit points and do the poisoning, that could make the cavalry fairly powerful. Okay, alright. I'm gonna put a little something together here. Let us see here. Gather the rest of an army here. Alright, I'm just gonna try this. Alright. I gotta go pick a map. Before I forget here, let's pick a decent map. This should work. Okay. Good luck, have fun, everyone. Ghost King says, to be honest, I got no clue how this is gonna go. It might be terrible, and I apologize in advance. Nah, that's the kind of battles we like around here. You only live once. Nurgle's an interesting one mixed with Bretonnia because it depends on how that gets carried out. Because Nurgle is such a hit point sponge. They can do exactly what Bretonnia cannot in an infantry fight, right? They can sit around for a long time in an infantry fight and be annoying. I feel like that Nurgle in some ways could complement Bretonnia. Like in the sense that Bretonnia is pretty squishy through the middle. Nurgle, not so much. Squishy, yes, but quick to rout, no. Queen Bess against a Nurgle blob? Possibly, as long as you keep it alive. It's very expensive. I would be worried about getting run into by, like, Furies or something. Or if Bretonnia has a lot of cavalry. But yeah, I mean, if you could keep Bess alive and dump some bobs in a blob, it'd be good. But a lot of risk that come along with something like a Bess as well. Alright, we're just getting loaded in. YouTube wants me to remind you that it's a good time for me to add an ad in here. So, once again, thanks to you all for sponsoring this stream. My awesome viewers. Folks who come here and help me have fun battles. Folks who come and watch my content even after years of me making it. So thank you to you for being tonight's sponsor. Because you're great. So shove off, YouTube. I'm not inserting any ads. Just get over that. YouTube's probably bombarding you all with ads without me having to push the insert an ad button, right? And, I mean, good gravy. Yeah, just no way. Alright, here we go.
Prince Imric.
I didn't come here tonight to make a bunch of revenue. I came here tonight to play battles, and that's what we's gonna do.
Phoenix Sun.
Alright, let's see if you all like the little theme I went with here in my army.
Master of Battle.
What do you think? Appropriate? Inappropriate? You know, let me know where it stands. But that should explain the theme I was going with here.
Lilith came to me. We will be victorious.
I'm gonna let
Prince
Gentle
Imric.
Rat set up his army, and then I will position to support.
White Lions. Understood. It will be done. Orders received. Spearmen. Loyal.
High Mage.
A glorious challenge. Fireborn. It will be done. Serve the king. Prince Imric.
Wielder of the Winds.
Okay. Here we go. Good luck, have fun. Everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and ready up. Let's get him, Gentle Rat. Let's do it.
It is done.
It's the Rapan. Or yeah, Rapan's Henry Le Massif. So this King bringing some heat on that flank. Knights. What is Nurgles? I got some Nurglings, some warriors, men at arms. Oh man, we got the toilet captain. That's a good thing we got carronades because they've got a little bit of range here.
Prince Imric. I abide.
That dude is gonna be hit points for days. Some mounted yeoman archers. Yeah, I did not bring a lot of archers, but we do have some pistols and stuff, or handguns. And we've got the gallows giant, which should help out in close quarters against those horsey archers. Yeah, I brought some AP infantry because I didn't want to...
Acknowledged.
It totally cut out more horse archers. Okay, okay. It's gonna be irritating. Lots of knights over here, so just tons of knights for Bretonia. We got all the cannon shots and stuff going straight into Kugath, and he's just like, yeah, ain't nobody cares.
White Lions.
Like, these cannons are fine.
Spearmen. Loyal. Swiftly. Forward. Onward. It will be done.
Alright, so... yeah, Kugath is just healing all that off and really just not caring about it.
Understood.
Okay, let's see here.
Prince Imric.
Splatted on by Kugath's toilet bombs. One Knights Errant.
Moving out.
Advance!
Swing some support.
The
this
Crown
way.
Prince ascends. My pleasure. Asser forward.
Could end up pinched here, so I'm gonna have to be careful.
Spearman.
Got cavalry moving up behind me.
Asser advance.
I think we're gonna want to take our time here. I want to blob up too hard and let Kugath do his best thing.
It shall be done.
I'm gonna need infantry support
will
around. I
obey.
don't want to get involved in this fight early.
Behold the majestic.
I also wonder. Start
Asturian
moving. Yeah, I'm gonna try
guides us.
something here.
Glory is mine. Direct me. Finish them. Kill them.
Moving out. Mage.
Did not work as I
Noble.
intended.
Dragon Prince.
Alright, there we go. And see, so I was using this unit. I'm trying to cut off reinforcements.
We go!
Focus
Onward.
down these Knights Errants.
Loyal.
That way I can knock out maybe
As
one
you
flank
say.
before the other one's able to bring
Without fail. It shall be done.
beats.
Acknowledged! Orders
Start
received.
moving reinforcements over
Quickly
into
now.
position.
Advance!
Play the slow game here. Yeah, so see, I'm just
Acknowledge.
trying to
We
delay
away.
Asser, forward!
reinforcements here.
For duty.
If I can get a clean
Loyal.
kill
Of course.
early, he might retreat behind his
Making
men-at-arms.
my way.
I want to do all the damage I can do over here. Yeah, so see, I'm just going to play
As
the
you say.
delaying game over here.
Orders received! White Lions!
For duty.
Roll in
Without
a couple
fail.
units.
For duty.
Another spear unit
Without
back here in the
question.
back to be ready.
As you say.
Alright, this cavalry is just trying to retreat. They don't want to
Chosen.
fight.
Death and
I don't
glory.
really blame them. It's certainly not the spot for them. I'm getting some pretty good value over here. That Knight's the Lionhearted
Assault!
getting
Attack!
chewed up a little bit on my spears.
Understood! Orders
Bit of a
received!
delaying tactic over here.
White lions.
Knights of the Realm in our back is
Without
not
fail.
ideal.
Onward! We will obey!
Okay.
Prince Imric.
Yeah, he is just all out
Fury
fleeing
of the Forge God.
over here with his Knights Errant. Trying to duck behind some cover, essentially. Looks
We
like
will
got
obey. Defending order.
too late to avoid most of that, but I'll
Orders
try.
received. White lions. For all one.
We'll just
For
get another
duty.
charge there. We'll see. Yeah, okay, so at least I tied up his cavalry for a moment over there.
The Dragon Tamer. Vol sends me.
Chased off his Knights Errant, forced some losses on him.
Setting forth. I go then.
Trying not to overcommit to any one infantry fight because I don't want to over blob. Yeah, this is working out great
White
for me
lions.
right here. This is a fantastic trade for me. I am all
Attack!
here for that. Alright, these men-at-arms here,
Dragon princes.
let's put an end to them real quick.
Asser forward.
These guys are honestly kind of a joke in my
Prince
way here,
Imric.
so let's just start cleaning them up.
For Lothern.
Maybe that'll attract his cavalry,
For
and I'll
order.
keep some infantry
Moving
slated
out.
for reinforcements.
It will be done.
That missile resistance is
Understood.
going to be coming in handy over here for the White Lions. Actually, I'm about to
Quickly
get
now.
probably charged in the butt. I'm going to keep trying to move in this way over closer to these pole arms. This is working out good for us right here.
White
I mean,
Lions!
I do not
away.
really want to end up in a blob fight with Big
Battle
Papa back
calls.
there. Oh, no, the blob. We're going to
A
get punished for it.
superior
We're going to get
advantage.
punished for it.
On me. Asser Sir, advance!
Get out of it.
Seeking the foe.
Get out of it. Alright.
Dauntless! Onward!
That was just in the nick of time. Alright.
Locating! Weapons ready!
Yeah, see, I'm gonna fall back closer
White
here to these
lions.
pole arms and make them more annoying.
Sir, advance!
Target will come in from
For
behind
order.
there.
Phoenix Sun!
Alright, well, we almost got crapped on pretty good right there, but we managed to avoid it. Push back the
It
Knights of
shall
the
be done.
Lionhearted. I'm at least annoying
Kill
them. Like, I
them.
mean, that's a pretty annoying trade there.
It will be done!
I don't really want to fight
Move.
Rapans here. At
As
least
you
not
say.
yet. I'm gonna try and wipe up some of
Master
these
of battle!
Bretonnians on this flank. A lot of them are routing, so let's just try and
Eradicate them!
like clean up crew
Kill
over here.
them!
Jump back in this fight against the
For the Everqueen!
Chaos
will be
Warriors.
done.
I'm kind of waiting for Rapans to get
Understood!
engaged somewhere. Is she going for my...
Draw
Can't tell who
back.
she's going for here. I think maybe she was going for the artillery. I'm gonna let the pole
Forward.
arms have that one and just pull away from that fight for a
Weapons
moment.
ready!
So the pole arms will be a lot happier there. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Swiftly!
I'm not gonna be able to dodge at the time either.
As you say! Without
Wasn't too
fail!
bad. Wasn't too bad.
Loyal!
And like I said, I'm just gonna kind of clean up these men at
Paladors
arms,
chosen!
and that'll try and pull these knights errant into
In
combat.
War's name!
Following Ethua.
Not gonna make much difference. I got a big dwellers below that I can save as well. So,
Astor, withdraw!
all right, yeah. See, there comes the horse
White
archers. Still got a pretty healthy Kugath back here.
Fireball! Swiftly!
Okay, we
Prince
need to
Imric.
send some help to.
Taking position! Slay them! Advance! Make Ulthuan proud!
Spellcaster. Going.
Swing around here.
Maintaining order.
White Lions! Orders
And that
received!
my white lions can cut a little chunk out of that.
Forward!
Like I said, I just don't want to overcommit any units up here into that Nurgle blob at the moment. I kind of want to try and take that a
Glory
bit
is
more
mine.
piecemeal.
Aurea! Orders received. Loyal!
Throw some help there.
Scython, hear me.
I am magnificent!
Save those abilities. I may need that here in a moment to help take down Toilet Papa.
As you say,
He is a Mortis engine, if I remember right.
Lions!
I'm gonna need to help hold him still,
Move!
so that these guns can maybe try and do a little bit more work.
Acknowledge!
I'm gonna pull my
Hustle
white lions
forward.
back over closer to this fight. Have to watch out for
Dragon
blob busting
princes.
spells.
Acknowledged! Dragon Prince!
Okay, cleaned all that
Shall
up.
be done. Assyrian willing!
Going abroad.
This up.
Behold the
Alright, let's
majestic!
get back a little closer to
Behold
support
as I
with
march!
our
For
dragon.
the dragons!
Okay,
Following Ethua.
Moving out!
Lakoi, Soraya.
For all Calador! The dragons roar! The crown prince ascends! Onward! The dragon tamer! I shall!
buff my guys up
Glory
there.
of Imric!
Gotta watch out for reinforcements coming in.
Understood!
I don't know how this fight's gonna go over here. Just don't, again, I'm trying to be careful not to over blob in any one spot.
Sir, attack!
It shall be done. We away.
Getting pretty good, well, no, we're getting a chunk taken out of us over here.
One mage.
Yeah, we'll scare them off right here.
Fury of the Forge God!
Henry Le Massif, yeah.
I seek
Some
glory.
good damage. Alright, so let's just scare them off. Maybe take a
Death
quick
to
win
all!
right here.
Make Ulthuan
Actually, I
proud.
know how we can deal with this situation. Just throw that
Winds
down
of
right there.
magic
We had a
rise.
debuff on us right now anyway, so probably good to pull out of that fight. Still got to deal with Kugath.
For duty.
It's not ideal. Let's move that
For our
unit. Let's get a
ancestors.
hit there. Let's move.
We go. As you say.
Try and dodge some of that damage.
Pull back.
Alright, we got the dwellers below off right
As you
there.
say. Cleanse the land.
A glorious challenge.
Need to heal up my cavalry. I've got more
March!
spears that we can throw in
Orders
here.
received.
Spears we can bring in here.
Advance.
Spears.
Move!
Back in that way. Okay.
Son of Ulthuan.
Come on,
Asya
can these
mage.
Nurgle warriors hang in there?
Very well.
Longer than I want, apparently. There we go.
At once.
Pull these units up. I want to get some
Moving out.
heals going. Yeah, see, my white lion just got absolutely eaten alive in this blob with Mode Papa. So we're going to have to be careful with him, because he's going to be tough, and he's going to be pretty well defended. Save some magic here.
Yes. Seeking the foe.
Alright, let's throw... Put a heal here.
Hafua, bend to my will.
Alright, get my characters
Ready
together.
and able.
Apace.
Assyrian
Alright,
guides us.
let's go look for our next fight. We've still got many enemies to dispatch.
White lions. March. Can I be praised?
I could
For
somehow
order.
pin Rapans and her goons into
Spearmen.
a fight
Forward.
It shall be done.
with some infantry. That would be
Loyal.
advantageous.
Calidor's chosen.
Be careful
I
here. That
will
is a
go.
dangerous goon squad
Orders
going on
received.
over here.
By your command. Lakoy.
Noble. Obeying orders.
We will obey. Asur, move.
Yeah, they don't want that
Phoenix
fight,
Sun.
and I can't exactly blame them. So let's see if we
We will
can
obey.
tighten the noose a little here.
Spearmen.
Pull
Loyal.
them back.
Dragon
Let's make
Prince.
them fight.
Without question.
Urither.
We will obey. We advance.
Yeah, they're trying to avoid it.
Lakoy.
I'm hoping I can just catch them here and force it, though.
It will be done.
My power is yours.
Age back up over here.
It will be done. March! Prince Imric.
Smash
Fury
that
of the
Knights
Forge
Errant,
God.
bring some supports.
Awaiting orders.
Rushing through that.
With me.
Asur, advance.
Man, Plague Papa is just
It
healing.
shall be done.
That is a
Quickly
problem. It's a big problem. I feel like I gotta deal with some of this stuff left over here, though.
Acknowledged. It
I
will
want to be
be
careful
done.
not to throw away any of my units on
Pull back.
Plague Daddy.
Setting forth.
Behold the
Crush
majestic.
this Knights Errant. So again, let's look to cut
Noble.
off their retreat.
As you say.
I am ready. Battle calls.
As one.
Let's
Duty
avoid
calls.
most of that and drag them into the
Quickly now.
spear units.
Asa, move!
And try and
Apace.
pin them.
Prince Imric!
Forward!
Turn around
As you
there.
say!
At once!
Okay,
Yes!
Dragon Princes.
Apace.
So we can take out some of these regrouping units. Let's keep
To
the
the
mage
fray.
up here. A lot of lag in this one. Very laggy game. Some of them are like this.
Without fail! We go! Understood!
Onward!
I'm gonna pop this ability here. Affects all
The Knight of
allies in
Caledon.
range. Give us some extra melee attack.
Understood!
Going.
It will be done!
Orders.
Acknowledge!
Yeah, we're getting some
Assault
solid
forward.
damage done right here.
Very well.
Real good damage.
Fireball!
Moving out!
Just took a pretty good shot on Imric right there, though. But let's see if we
Blessed
can
by
give these
Vor.
guys the
To the
business and finish
fray.
them off.
Maintaining order.
Advance!
Yeah, this is going well right here. This is going well.
Noble.
This is the engagement that I wanted to get
Pull
here.
back!
I accept.
Some heals
Louis.
down in there.
Araya, Men Louis.
Still worried about Commode Daddy over here. He is not going to be easy to beat. So that's why I'm trying to take her pans and her friends off the
Fireball.
field right here.
Kadai
We got Henry Le
praise.
Massif and Rapans, so they're
Glory
gone.
is mine!
That power bar might crumble Kugath for us.
Apace!
He will just sit there and
Advance.
melt units if you just keep feeding it to him, so that's why I'm trying to be careful. But I like the Gallows Giant backed up here. He's now got line of sight with plenty of firepower left. 200 kills on the Gallows Giant, by the way.
White Lions!
Impressive showing.
Advance!
The
Alright, let's
Dragon
bring
Tamer.
Imric up and let's Star
Crown
Lance
Prince moving!
Kugath here.
Dragon's Rage!
The winds are rising!
Yep, there's the crumble.
Might of the volcano!
We're gonna get it done. Oh, I just want to get a charge in on Kugath before he's totally gone. Ooh, hit him. Old Plague Papa. He's got a lot of hit points. You think, oh, he's almost dead, and then you look and he's like, no, that's like 3,000 more hit points. The Gallows Giant, though, is really working wonders right there. So that was a good call. Star Lance him. There we go. All right. GG. Thanks for everybody playing. Yeah, that early cavalry maneuver, what I was thinking was, and I was trying to cut off his reinforcements. It did force back all of his knights errant because I could feel myself being pincered in the background. Like, so if I had gone and engaged Rapans, then I would have gotten pincered by a whole bunch of knights errant and potentially hit by a blob busting spell. So what I was hoping for was if I could use my spearmen to buy time, I'll run his cavalry down on the other side. Now, he did the right thing by running all those knights errant away from me. That was absolutely the right decision, because they would have gotten just absolutely annihilated otherwise. So that was a good call to move those away. Because the blob with Imric, and Imric can, of course, I had the different abilities. One that pops up 24 melee attack, which is huge, especially with the Fireborn, and they're throwing all that anti-large. And then Imric does huge damage himself. You can see he got pretty good value here despite not being in combat a ton. And then you throw a Noble in there with it. The Noble's also throwing AP anti-large. And then they're being healed, and then they can be supported with the Dwellers Below. So basically that was an intentional, like, kind of goon blob on my part. And then what I was aiming for with the infantry was, you saw what happened to Gentle Rat early when pushed by Nurgle. Nurgle's pushing into the squish, and the squish being the vampire coast. The coastline is going to give way. That's fine. The idea is that I let all of his zombies take the initial engagements until they were basically dead, and then I moved in the White Lions. So once the fatigue level starts for the enemy, once they've had a little bit of hit point loss, then I move in the White Lions in a second line to attempt to come in and hold longer and help deal with stuff like these Chaos Warriors of Nurgle, and they were doing well, by the way. Some of these were some tough units, so we had to watch out for the Warriors of Nurgle because they have armor. So that's why I brought the Lions, because I knew we could be up against armor with Nurgle. And White Lions have a little bit of missile resistance and 8 to them, which is handy against horse archers. And if they end up in a fight with cavalry, although they're not anti-large, they can cut through the armor, assuming they don't get charged really bad. So that was kind of the idea with my army. It worked out okay here. Gentle Rat did a great job with the Gallows Giant. This was a really clutch unit for us here, pulling off 3,655 value. No doubt, a pretty good chunk of that coming from Kugath the Plague Papa. Really nice work here with Luther, too. So he got a ton of damage done with his 2 key units. The cannons did get shut down, I'm sure, earlier than what he wanted, but he got good value out of his handguns, so he must have hit some important targets. And not bad with the hand cannons, considering their short range as well. One of these bombers did very well also. If we take a look at Barbarics numbers here, Kugath, of course, putting in a lot of damage. Not surprised. Kugath is a really tough unit, and you saw me just kind of avoiding fights with him on multiple occasions. A lot of times you kind of like throwing in a fight against a Lord and putting in some damage, but with Kugath, it's just pointless. Like, you're better off to either just leave him to last or to shoot him to death. And if you can't do one of those two things, anything else is kind of suicide. Like, you're just feeding him kills. So it was definitely something I wanted to avoid. Nice work with the Soul Grinder here, though, too. Also, quite a lot of kills. So nice job there by Barbaric. And then Ghost King rolling in here with his Bretonia army. Like I said, I thought he did a good job pulling away from me with the Knights Errant, saving them till later in the fight. He was trying to get charges in with his other knights. I did manage to kind of bog down the Knights of the Lion-Hearted and drop their capability, and I was kind of constantly maneuvering, which fortunately for me kept most of his units from getting a ton of value, but there was still a lot of danger. I did not want to underestimate this combination of Henry Le Massif, Paladin, and Rapans. That was going to output a lot of damage in the right situation, and so it was something I was trying to show respect to by not getting overcommitted into it and then getting cut down by it, because I do think this is a relatively strong goon combination that needed to be watched out for there. Anyway, fun battle. Definitely enjoyed it. Appreciate everybody who joined the stream tonight. It was a lot of fun. So definitely always appreciate you being here. Appreciate your support. I will be streaming again tomorrow night. That's right, folks. Crazy is back in town, as Luther Harkon is back seeking his next province that starts with an X, which I believe is the Phoenix Gate. So things could get interesting. So make sure you're here tomorrow night, same time, and we'll continue the Luther Harkon campaign, and then next week, we'll do some more battles as well. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Like I said, appreciate you all, and I hope to see you again soon.